have cerebral palsy, and I'm a music artist called Cap Insanity. My relationship with music started with realizing I have such a creative mind, then I just never stopped writing songs. Music makes me feel really good when I listen to it. Especially when it's my own songs, cause it makes me feel so proud I have my own songs now.
She's my American girlfriend.
I'm Brent. I'm 25. Cap Insanity is my musician name. I thought of the name from thinking of how my life is like it's so insane how I have managed to become a musician even with my verbal disability.
Sleep. Hey, Fisher. Good morning.
My disability is called cerebral palsy. It affected the way I can talk.
Busy day today?
So I just use my iPhone to talk for me. It also affected my right side, like my right arm is disabled but not my left. Which is really helpful because now I got a good talent of doing everything with my left hand. I live in the Bay of Plenty with my parents. We get on very well with each other. We work as a team rather than parents and a son.
Brent wakes up and he makes his breakfast. That's one first task. But then Brent sets himself up for the rest of the day so that he can get on with all his plans. Brent also has dysphagia, so that includes swallowing difficulties. Shake it, yeah. So the brain is not giving Brent the right instructions to move the mouth, the lips, the tongue. The first drink that he makes is a meal replacement that he prepares for the evening. If they are not thickened, that could cause pneumonia in his lungs. Brent has epilepsy as well.
I take 4 pills each day to help control my epilepsy, and my service dog keeps a close eye on me.
He's always watching me since he needs me to fill his breakfast bowl afterwards.
Fisher is a big part of the family. We love Fisher. He arrived about 3.5 years ago. He is trained to support Brent when he has a seizure.
And during the day, he does make a really fun companion to have around.
Fisher is Brent's best companion. He is very faithful. They are always glued together.
Fisher is a really hungry dog each morning. He can't wait to eat.
Fisher's quite obsessed about food, a little bit too greedy. He would eat the whole bowl all at once. When he hears the whistle, that will be his cue. It's done intentionally that way. When Brent, for example, would take Fisher to the park, there would be no way for Brent to call back Fisher. When Fisher would hear the whistle, which obviously Fisher associates with food, he comes back to Brent, thinks that obviously there is going to be food involved. That's worth coming back for. Brent was born in Belgium. He was born when I was 6 months pregnant, so he was premature. All went well with Brent after his birth, but 6 months after he was born, there was a virus that Brent picked up. Most people would recognise it as the cold sore virus. On the brain scans, that would show the virus has in fact almost eaten away part of the brain. And so that damage has been permanent.
But it hasn't stopped me writing and recording songs. I've released 12 so far over 3 years and made them all with the help of my musician friend Louie, and we're still going strong.
What are we doing today, bro?
Let's do anything happens to me. It's about how due to my medication. It sometimes does give me hallucinations when I'm trying to sleep at night. So this song is just about how I could see anything. And I'm singing about how nothing would break me.
Awesome. Yeah, oh, cool, man. Yeah, no. I definitely hear that in your lyrics. Mine and Brent's songwriting process is he'll pull out the lyrics, which it could be one of, 100 different songs that he's already written. I'll ask him, what do we want the song to sound like? Brent will be, essentially my engineer. And just really craft what Brent wants to say.
Freezing in humanity, burning insanity.
My love for music didn't come until I started an animal handling course at Polytechnic. I wanted to be a zookeeper, but the course wasn't kind to me and my disability. It was really making me sad. I really needed a way to express my emotion to the world. And then the words for this song suddenly came to me. It felt really nice describing them in such a unique way.
Time's always taking my life away, and I'm always searching for an escape.
I met a few guys from a music course, and I showed them my song. I really felt like I belonged there. I just never stopped writing songs about how I'm feeling.
Of what we could have been.
Louis was one of those students, and we've been working together ever since.
Will always be there to guide me to break through the inhumanity.
Oh, I messed up that last little bit.
Louis has been such a good collaborator to work with. I honestly couldn't ask for a better partner to help me with my future as Cap Insanity. I really can't wait where this road takes me in the future.
Moet jij niet wat?
Mom and Dad still speak Flemish at home,
Ja, zal.
but my iPhone can only manage English.
Don't get too drunk.
Ja, klinken de glazen. Oké. School, hè?
I adopted Brent and Jonas from a previous marriage. We met when Brent was 1.5 and Jonas 2.5.
Brent's dad died in a traffic accident when Brent was only about 6 months. A year after that, we met at a wedding. And yes, I did. I remember asking you to dance. And yes, it was all go from there, I think. I remember mentioning, just beware, I have 2 children, and one of them might be a bit of a challenge. But yeah, we sort of, never stopped from there.
No regrets, nice boys, well behaved.
Had je een goede dag vandaag, Brent? Ja. Wat dan maar gedaan?
Making music.
Oh ja, mooi. Heb je liedje al bijna af nu? Of? Ja? Oké, wel, dat is goed, jongen. Ik ben benieuwd wat er zal komen nu.
So heavy metal.
Pretty slow, but then it goes more faster or hard.
Oh ja. Oh, dat is goed, man. Ik ben eens benieuwd. In Belgium, children go to school from when they're 2.5. So we decided that we saw the potential in Brent and that he would be quite capable of going to a mainstream school. Brent, brave as he is, he walked in. But at the time, Belgium, I think, was not quite ready yet to have kids with needs in mainstream schooling. We had to decide to move Brent to a special needs school. We found a good special school, very caring, very professional, but I don't think it was getting Brent ready for real life, I guess, for reality.
They were taking the children to movies, to swimming, to parks, just to entertain them and keep them busy. But for Brent, he was 6, 7 years old, ready to learn like other kids would do.
That school definitely wasn't for me. It would have given me a completely different future. We all knew I could achieve a lot more.
I had been in New Zealand before, and I talked Leslie into that.
I'd never been to New Zealand before,
She
so
hadn't been here before. We sold the house, gave up my 20-year job, gave it all up, and came to New Zealand.
sort of jumped into the unknown, wasn't it?
It was,
Very much. But all great fun and definitely worth it in the end.
absolutely.
Moving to New Zealand was quite a change. English was a completely different language for me than Flemish, and the environment was way different. New Zealand was full of beaches and forests and animals. It was such an amazing change, kinda like an alien planet to us. I feel so grateful that my parents have moved to New Zealand to give me more opportunities, because my life definitely wouldn't have been the same if we stayed in Belgium. And I just can't think of another life I would want to have, because it just gets better and better.
Ready to hit the water?
In my life, I have done many thrill activities around the world, like surfing, kayaking, blow karting, the luge, the zorb, paddleboarding, skiing and ice skating, snorkeling, rafting in glowworm caves, and lots of rides and theme parks around the world. My favorite activities are probably the water-based activities. The carer that I have at the moment is called Millie. We usually do fun activities during the week, so she's a really nice, cool carer to have.
How are we doing, Brent? You good, man? Awesome. Excited for you to be here today. So, as you can see, there's no waves, so we'll be paddleboarding today. But you only surf big waves, right? Yeah. So, let's get you into your life jacket. We'll go for a bit of a beach ferry, and then we'll hit the water. Sounds like a plan? Awesome. Boom.
I've been working with Brent for almost a year now. We go swimming, we do escape rooms, we go bowling, we come here and do surfing and paddleboarding and whatever Brent's feeling up to, whatever kind of adventure he's keen for.
Man, you put on some muscle?
He's always positive.
Teamwork makes a dream work.
If he's ever having a bad day, we'll talk it through and it won't be long until we're smiling and laughing again.
I love paddleboarding. It's relaxing and hard at the same time. I always do try to stand up at least once for a while. When I stand up, it's quite satisfying as it is so hard for me to do.
You're a madman, bro. Real slow.
Woo! Well done, Brent! Looking good!
Oh! Come on! Oh, what's up, girls? Maybe you and I catch a wave on the way in. It'll be small. We'll try to catch a wave, eh?
Someday I dream of being able to surf in Hawaii and catch a really big wave, which could end up pretty badly for me in many ways. But you only live once.
Nice job, bro. Nice job, dude.
Every time I see him, he's always in good spirits. He's just got the most positive, confident attitude, and he's always embracing challenges.
Oh, this next one. Go, go, go.
All right, man, when you're ready.
Now it's time to get back to the song.
Brent's musical voice is super powerful. As someone that doesn't talk, I feel like he's got a lot to say. It's really interesting just to see what he goes through on a daily basis that a lot of other people don't have to. He portrays that in his lyrics and the music. All right. Alright, we'll try that one again, eh?
Our song is really coming together. I can't wait to finish it up and play it to everyone.
Connect 4.
My latest challenge is a volunteer teacher aide role at the local high school.
Kia ora, boys. How you guys going? The reason I've got Brent in here today is to help you with your communication. Brent's got a really cool way of how he communicates with lots of people. Do you want to say something so he can hear how your communication works?
I hope you've been having a great week.
Brent's going to look at doing some volunteering work with us at school here, and you'll be one of the students that he'll work with. And he'll show you how technology can really support your communication. Brent is quite a unique young guy. I think he'd be a great role model for others. And I don't just mean with kids with special needs, I mean for all kids. So what were you thinking? How many days were you thinking that you could volunteer your time to come in and work with some of my students here at Papamoa College?
I would like to start with 2 days.
Okay. So for me, what I'd like you to do is to be Brent, okay? Because that's really important. And I want you to be that nice, positive, loving and caring person that you are, and showing that you can do anything.
And really excited to be able to start helping other disabled students. Maybe if I was back at high school, I would wish I had somebody around like me. But now I wouldn't change anything about my school experience, because it just made me who I am today, and I'm really happy with who I am.
Got a competition tonight, and I support Brent by helping him set up the rifle, helping him to reload, and then he does the shooting. So we're usually here every Monday night at the Te Puke Club. And then we go to different tournaments around the Bay of Plenty and Waikato. Oh no, I said they weren't allowed to film this part, eh? Feeling confident for shooting? Yeah?
Me and Millie make a great team because we knew each other already from school, so we have formed a great bond to work together.
We've just found little ways of being able to communicate with each other without actually saying anything. Yeah.
The thrill I get from shooting is just how it focuses my mind. It's always a good feeling when I get good shots. I may look like a peaceful guy, but I also love having fun. My cerebral palsy does make it tricky sometimes, since I only have one good hand. But I think I have gotten really good at shooting.
Good shot.
I have won some shooting competitions. That's such an amazing feeling, since there are also lots of other shooters.
You got mine?
My best card tonight was a 94.2 out of 100, which I'm happy with, especially with getting filmed doing it.
The best way to celebrate is with music and friends.
Me and Brent have become really good friends, and he comes to a lot of my gigs. He's up there dancing right at the front.
I have my own signature dance move that I do, but I need some space. It's just always such a fun night out every time. I feel so lucky that I have met Louis. I know he would never suddenly forget about me and always include me. I never have felt left out. He has been one of the best friends I have ever had in my life.
After an epic night, Louis and I need to hurry to finish up our song.
Once we finish the song, we'll do some mixing and some mastering. So we don't want it to be too quiet. We still want to be able to hear it, eh?
We can hear what's going on in the room. Sometimes it gets a bit loud. Luckily, our house is big enough.
I like that. Do you like that? Awesome, very good work. Well done. I love working with Brent just as much as I love working on my own stuff. It's just really rewarding to see how far Brent's come with his songwriting ability and just the musical ideas that he's developing as an artist. Brent knows exactly what he wants. Because he has so much meaning in his songs, he knows exactly what he wants to say with all of his album art. It's quite cool.
That's the one I love.
Awesome. Oh, we must be done then.
When we finish a song for everyone to hear, that feels so satisfying to me as I am hearing my own song that was in my mind and now it's out there.
Freezing in humanity.
This is Cap Insanity's new song hit called Anything Happens to Me.
Okay, let's hear it.
What's being said may
Each song is telling a story of how my life is going throughout the years. When I talk with my iPhone compared to how my songs make me sound, it just makes me wish I could have a better voice to show some emotion, because the way you say things could be taken in different vibes.
what happens to me. Always facing.
When I think of technology of the future, I dream of having something that would be able to speak from my mind.
Oh, I love that sound. Yeah, good one.
Yeah, nice effects.
Although I do hope I would be able to turn it off whenever I want to, because it might be concerning if it says every thought I have. Don't get too drunk.
'Cause anywhere that I go, insanity's there to break my reality. Anything happens to me, but nothing can break me. 'Cause anywhere that I go, insanity's there to
Nice one.
break my reality.